breakfast pretty much on repeat: brisket, the last bit of sausage, strawberries, and a mango keto ratio yogurt, and of course collagen coffee.
Oh yeah, right? I will let you know for sure. Yes, please do. Ooh. Yum. I know. I'm very excited.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
From your fear, right? Do I need a clicker, or are you guys going to advance for me? And can I see the slides on this screen? You got it? Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Where's my, this one? Got it. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to try to do today is teach you the basic principles of a proper human diet. And I think this is one of the most important things that we can talk about. A proper human diet is your birthright. And I choose that word very carefully. That word is loaded with meaning. Your birthright. You have several birthrights. Okay? One of them is that you have a right to a proper human diet. As do your children. As do your grandchildren. And all your progeny for all time. Every child that's being fed a shitty school lunch has a birthright to a proper human diet, and they are being abused to the degree that that is being denied them. Every hospital patient, every nursing home resident has a right to a proper human diet, and they are being abused to the degree that that is not provided for them. When you start to think about a proper human diet in that respect, it kind of pisses me off a little bit. What about you? True, except for the couple of canines I saw. Are Homo sapiens sapien. You are a discrete, known species of mammal. You are a placental mammal. We've been this species for somewhere between 250 and 350,000 years. Paleoanthropology keeps finding evidence. Oh gosh, we're a little older than we thought we were. They keep pushing it back. We have the same genetics, the same DNA as we had 300,000 years ago. I can take you and take off your makeup and roll you in the dirt and get you good and dirty, and put you in a time machine and send you back in time 300,000 years to your great-great-grandmother to the 85th power, and she would accept you into the tribe. I can take your great-great-grandmother to the 50th power and give her a good bath and manicure and pedicure and send her to the hairdresser and put some makeup on her and some modern clothes, and nobody in this room could pick her out and say, what's that? That's how old you are. So when I say birthright, I'm talking about a long damn time ago. We figured out what a proper human diet was. And you have not changed genetically in that time. You are the same placental mammal that your grandmother was that long ago. There's ample anthropological evidence that as we evolved as a species, our brains got bigger and bigger and bigger. But it stopped. And they actually started getting smaller. Do you know when that was? 1970. How long ago was that? About 10 or 12,000 years ago. And there was something big that happened about 12, 13,000 years ago. We're not sure. Some worldwide catastrophe. It wiped out all the megafauna, the huge animals, the fatty beasts that weighed over 100 kilograms. And all these things happened to us after that. People think that the agricultural revolution was a scientific breakthrough, that it was a sign of progress. It was actually us trying to figure out how not to starve to death after this cataclysmic event happened. We know that our hindgut, we used to be hindgut fermenters, just like our least distant relatives that still live in the trees and on the ground. They have huge hindgut, and they have to eat for hours a day chew up the fiber, and then let the bacteria digest it. And in many cases, they have to poop that out and then eat it again to get the products of what the bacteria did in their cecum. Our cecum has shrunk a lot. Now we have a little appendix that most surgeons think are just a Mercedes payment. But they're actually very important to your overall health, and you need to keep that if at all possible. Our IQ was rising steadily, and many would argue that it's not doing that anymore. Is it because we're slowly poisoning our brain and body? 12,000 years ago, look up, if you're interested in this, look up the Younger Dryas. Okay, D-R-Y-A-S. And you will quickly have the pleasure of going down a rabbit hole that you perhaps have never heard of before. And it will make the agricultural revolution much more interesting. And you'll have many questions about that. So proper. Then diet. Diet's a way of eating. A lot of people hate the word diet because it means you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to restrict. But I don't use diet in that context. I use it in the context of way of eating. It also means that. The reason we eat is for nutrition. Now, some of us may eat for pleasure. Some of us may eat because of a mental health problem that we need to deal with, a social problem, a family problem, boredom, right? But the reason that we eat as a species is for nutrition. So, obviously, our ancestors learned thousands of years ago not to eat things that cause inflammation. And indeed, there are many plants that will kill you dead within minutes of ingesting them. I agree with some of the panelists, and I agree with all of them about a lot of things. But there are degrees of poison, right? And so if Kellogg's or Post or General Mills, if they were producing literal fast-acting poison and putting it on your supermarket shelf, they wouldn't get away with that for long, right? We would all have our pitchforks and our attorneys, and they would cease to exist. But what if they were producing and marketing a slow poison that took 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years to really show up as an effect? Would there be many attorneys interested in that case? Can't really prove anything. Lifestyle is obviously important. You want to get out in the sun every morning, preferably barefoot. I don't care if it's 5 degrees, you're not going to die or lose a toe. Okay, shut up.
And we are two crazy ketos. So we're going to start off right off the bat. Rachel likes to rehearse our talks.
I do.
I do not.
No.
I'm more of like whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth.
And that
It
scares
always
me.
works well. So I did not allow her to rehearse today. We quickly went through this is the slides. However, we haven't practiced anything, so if we screw up, it's all my fault. Not only is it all my fault, please don't point it out because then I have to sleep outside tonight.
Yes. An outdoor husband.
So today, we're going to talk about how to navigate roadblocks, pit stops, and inclement weather on our keto journey.
But first, we should tell you what we are not.
Now, we are not doctors, nurses, or health professionals.
Yeah, never for that. Right.
So, we are two ordinary people who both lost over 100 pounds. Rachel is now down to 170 pounds from her top weight. We've both lost over 100 pounds. We've maintained that weight loss for over 5 years on the ketogenic lifestyle. In 2018, we decided to start a keto YouTube channel, mostly because we got tired of people asking us, how did you lose the weight? We tell them and then they go, that doesn't work. So we said, we'll make a video, we'll tell them, go watch that, and if you still have questions, then we'll spend some time with you.
And we don't have to face the rejection.
Yes.
Right.
So, and then in 2019, and some of you may have heard, we came to Ketocon and it completely changed our lives because when we came to Ketocon in 2019, we decided to set out on a mission to change everything about keto and have a community because you cannot do keto without community.
And it looks like we're going strong.
For you.
Right.
Okay? So we have tried a lot of different things. We've tried eating lots of only meat. We've tried eating lots of vegetables. We've tried doing like 48, 72, up to 120-hour fast. We try a lot of different things, and we find different things, and we tweak different things. And so one of the things we want to talk about is how you can use some of the things we've tried and that you learn here at Ketocon to help navigate some of these different pitfalls. So what do we mean by roadblocks?
Okay, so a roadblock is anything that blocks progress or prevents the accomplishment of an objective.
Keep Boston weird. Hey guys, I just wanted to wrap up Ketocon and give you my final thoughts on everything after finishing up. I feel like as far as community goes, you still get that out of Ketocon. It was great to see people that I've seen before that I haven't seen in a while since maybe the last Ketopalooza or Ketocon even since I saw them. So that was good. The difference this year, I feel, is they're going a different direction, as I said, with the whole thing. They're going to more of a biohacking. The new theme, I'll put it up. It's like Adapt Your Life, I think is what it's called. And that's great. Those kinds of tools are really neat. I love biohacking. I think that's cool. But a lot of those vendors and things that they replaced all the food people with are super expensive. You know, for an ice bath or a sauna or a gadget that goes on your head to help you de-stress, you know, those all kinds of things, infrared lights, all those things are really cool and awesome. But the average person on keto or carnivore cannot afford all those things. So it's just interesting that that's the direction they're going. I wish that they would do a little bit of both, like a little 50-50 of that type of stuff and the food things. Literally have no swag this year. Like every year that I've gone, I have tons of stuff that I bring back with me. Literally have nothing unless I bought it. I bought Dr. Barry's book because I wanted to have him sign it, and Nisha's cookbook, so her and Kim Howerton signed it. I bought a t-shirt from Keto Brick, and I bought some keto bricks and some new pasta. That was one food place that was there, but there was very few. So yeah, no swag. It's kind of weird. It is the weirdest year that I've gone to it. But I had a good time with my friends, my community. The talks I did go see were really good. Dr. Barry was awesome. Rachel and Joe were awesome from Two Crazy Ketos. Jonathan Shane was fantastic. We saw, excuse me, we saw another one about binge eating that was really good. And then, let's see, who else? I'm missing someone. Oh yeah, we saw Bronson and his fiance talk about being a couple on different things and doing those types of things as well. But sorry, I'm getting a call. One quick second. Being a couple and being on things, so it was just a really good the ones we did see. But my personal self, I believe I am not going to go next year because I feel like also the parking was $15 Saturday and Sunday, and Friday it was $10. So that was another bee in my bonnet. So I'm going to find another one, I think, to switch to next year. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on it and let you know what I felt about it in case you're thinking about going. If you haven't gone, it might be something you want to go to, but I'm not personally going next year. So for those reasons. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Please hit the like button and do all the YouTube-y things before you leave, and I will talk to you soon.